I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, if you're looking for a read you won't want to put down, a tale that is dark and humorous and funny, and you might just recognize yourself or your neighbors in it, look no further than Bittersweet Neighbourhood by Junio Carols. We are delighted to have the author, Junio Carols, join us here today on Spotlight. She joins us right now. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Hi, Logan. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. Now, where are we chatting with you from today?
We're in Yorkshire, England.
Okay. Well, I know you've had a busy week in Yorkshire, England, with the passing of the Queen and the
We
royal
have,
funeral yesterday and all that. So we
yeah.
appreciate you giving us your time to talk about your book that I absolutely love. I think it's really filled with that British humor that is characteristically UK, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
biting, it's dark, it's funny. And like I say, we recognize ourselves and others in it. Now we hear about Ginger and Luke and Cindy and their little love triangle there, if you will. Tell us a little bit about Lavender Mews, the neighborhood where this tale is set.
Well, actually, there is a Lavender Mews, and I used to live there, and all the neighbours, everyone in the book are all the neighbours that I lived around. And all I've done is just tweaked their characters a little bit, but they are all true in their own right.
Interesting, interesting. For the folks at home who haven't bought the book yet, tell them a little bit what it's about. I know it's based on your real life experiences in this little hamlet, in this little neighborhood, but there's a lot of secrets and a lot of hijinks going on in this neighborhood.
Well, yeah, it's quite an assembly of unusual, colourful characters that all live together in this little mews. And on face value, they all seem to have perfect lives, but behind closed doors, they all have really dark secrets that they would like to keep secret.
Absolutely. And I think that's true with all of us. I mean, you look at a person, you see one thing, he's a respectable doctor or a barrister or teacher or whatever it is, but you scratch that surface just a little bit, you get a peek around the corner and you realize that there's something different going on there.
True, yeah. But they're all real characters in their own right. People that you like to be in the company of, till you find out their secrets. Then you do a runner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell me, what compelled you to write this book?
Well, I was a great lover of. Have you ever watched the Canadian sitcom Schitt's Creek?
Yes.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I thought I could write something very similar to that, just about everyday normal people that you live with or pass in the street or go to a cafe and have a drink with. And I thought, yeah, I know enough people to do that. So it was Schitt's Creek that set me off. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
loved it.
Now, have any of your neighbors from Lavender Mews recognized themselves from your book?
No, that's why I've used Junio Carols, because I don't want the neighbours to know that it's me that's wrote it.
The names
No,
have been changed to protect the innocent, as we say.
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell me about your writing habits. When did you write this? Is it early in the morning, late in the evening? Did you write it on napkins like J.K. Rowling in a coffee shop somewhere? Tell me about your practice of writing.
Well, I'm a bit of a technophobe, so I like pen and paper. So when I sit down, I just go on and on and on and can't stop. If I get an idea in my head, it just goes on because I've got quite an unusual imagination. So yeah, I love writing. I used to write lots of murder mystery parties and host them, and write up to 15 scripts for different people. So I love anything like that. I would have loved to have been a film director. I would have loved it. Yeah, I love
Well, you
anything
never
to do.
know. You
Yeah,
know, J.K. Rowling got discovered a little bit later in life as
yeah.
well. So you might wind up directing a film version of
Oh,
Bittersweet Neighborhood.
that would be a dream come true, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Absolutely. If you were to cast some actors in Bittersweet Neighborhood, who would you cast?
Oh, that's a difficult one because there's so many actors I admire. I love Will Smith,
Hmm.
absolutely adore Will Smith. Um, Females, I like Angelina Jolie,
Hmm.
uh, but there aren't that many that I can say.
I could see
Uh,
Clive Owen in Bittersweet Neighborhood. How
oh,
about
could
you?
you? Uh,
Yes.
in which part?
I can't remember the character's name, but it just kind of had that presence that I thought that he'd be cast
Not
well.
Chris, not Christian the barrister.
I think
No.
that's it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's told me that before.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we've already started the casting. So casting is the hardest part about making a movie. So you
Yeah.
cast your characters, you write your
Yeah.
queries and your pitch letters, and the next thing you know, Bittersweet Neighborhood will be a film, and we would look forward
Oh,
to seeing it.
but well, I think it's the actors that make a film if they've all got to gel well and seem genuine. Because if they don't get on and the personalities clash, it ruins the film, doesn't it? Really? Yeah.
Absolutely. And that is what
Yeah.
is echoed by all top directors. They
Yeah.
say the first magic part of putting the film together is casting it. And then it's luck. There has to be chemistry, there has to be likability, there has
Yeah.
to be affection among the actors for it
Yeah.
to feel real and for it to take on a life of its own.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm a great lover of horror films.
Mm,
I absolutely love not gory ones. I like real horror, like Dracula and things that jump out in the night, that
yeah,
kind of
something
thing.
that'll make you shudder a little bit.
Yes, yes,
And now
yes.
this is not your first book. Tell me about your other book I saw on Amazon as well. It's
Yeah.
takes place in Havana, correct?
Well, it's no, it isn't actually.
Oh,
It's the first book. It was called Trailer Trash Havana,
okay.
but I used to live. We lived in a. We don't call them trailers. We call them static caravans, and we lived in one for a couple of years when we fell on hard times. And that's all about the neighbours that lived around us. But I based it in Spain.
I
But
see. Okay,
but it's
it
based.
was the title Havana that threw me off.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, Havana is like saying utopia, isn't it? Everybody's dream. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's based in Spain, but actually it's about characters who live in Yorkshire.
I see. I see. So you seem to be quite fascinated by the lives of your neighbors. I guess if you could lift those window shades a little bit and see what's going on, that would be of interest to you.
Definitely, I'm very interested in people. I love people watching, and you learn an awful lot by just watching a person's habits. Really, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you've written a fantastic book. You're a great observer of people, no doubt. The name of it is called Bittersweet Neighborhood. It is written by Junio Carols. We've been delighted to speak with her today. You can download it for your Kindle. You can order a paperback copy. I highly recommend the book. You're going to love it. And I guarantee you, if you don't recognize yourself in the book, you're going to recognize somebody else, probably one of your neighbors.
True.
Junio, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
And thank you for having me.
My
Been a
pleasure.
pleasure.
And I'm Logan Crawford, to the folks at home, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.